All right, peace. What's going on, tech and data nerds? Welcome back to our nutritional food desert study. This is a project that my apprentice Jamal will be working on. He is looking to hire into the field of data analytics, and so this project will give him some hands-on experience. All right, guys. In our previous video, we went over what the end result would look like, and we also went over a Python list of dictionaries that this information was stored in. So if you guys want to see that, just go back to video one. In this video, I'm going to show Jamal his part in extracting important data that we'll need for our nutritional food desert project. All right, guys. So, any type of spreadsheet is easily emulate or simulate a actual database. All right. So imagine that this is our database. Okay. So the nutritional food desert data, the name of the Google spreadsheet would act as the name of our database. So that this is our database. Okay. And then the different tabs would be the different tables within the database. All right. So for now, we just have two simple tables: an Atlanta food place table and a menu items table. Okay, so the Atlanta food place is going to store the information about our place. All right, so we've gone over this before in the previous video. So as you guys can see, each column. So for example, we have our Atlanta food place ID. This is our primary key. All right. And then we have our title, our slug, categories, lat long, and then nutritional score. This is dummy data. This is actually the rating of our of each place. In the future, this information is actually going to come from taking the average of each place's menu items. Okay, so the place that I'm going to have Jamal start with is actually going to be Gusto Healthy Bowls and Wraps, because they have the nutritional information listed on their website. So without further ado, let's jump into the spreadsheet that Jamal is going to be working on. So if I go over to our menu items, what you guys will see is a few columns. So this Atlanta food place ID is what's going to tell us which food place each menu item is associated with. All right. In database land, this is going to be considered the foreign key. All right. Now this Atlanta food place title will not actually be in the database. I just added this column here so that Jamal can easily see which ID is associated like which food place this actual ID is from. All right, so we have a menu item. Now for this table, this is going to be our primary key. We have the title of the food item, and then we have the important information about the nutrition. All right, so we have the total calories, we have the protein in grams, the carbs in grams, the fat in grams, the cholesterol in milligrams, the sodium in milligrams, and then this nutrition score. In the future, we'll have some function that's going to take this information as inputs, and then it'll calculate the nutrition score, and then I'll have Jamal fill this in later. Okay, so let's get into what Jamal's going to be doing. Now, the reason why, again, I started with Gusto Bowl is because they have their nutritional information present. Now, Jamal is going to be going through each one of their menu items and each one of their SKUs, and he's going to be recording this data. Now, the reality is, if you are a data analyst, the majority, I would say about 90% of your job is going to be data wrangling. You're either going to be extracting or cleaning up the data, and only about 10% is going to be spent on the visualization part. Okay, so let's jump into what Jamal is going to be doing. Okay, so Jamal is going to go and visit whatsyourgusto.com/nutrition. Okay, and then let's go into the first example. I'm actually going to do this for him so that he can see how this is going to be done, so that he can fill this in for all the other SKUs. All right, the first item that we're starting with is the curry apple pecan. So if we go over to our website and we go down to the select your gusto, we're going to make sure that we're on the curry apple pecan. All right, so that's the first thing. Okay, and then if we look closer at this title, we have the brown rice and grilled chicken. So if we go up here, all right, you select your style. So we have brown rice selected, and then we have grilled chicken selected. All right. And now if we scroll down, we have the nutrition information. So the first value that we want to grab is the calories. All right. So what we want to do is take the calories. You can type it in or you can copy it. But if you copy it, be sure to put it in this function graph so that you don't get the styling in here. So I'm just going to paste this in. It has 796 calories. The next thing we want to grab from this is our protein. So now let's go find our protein. Our protein is here. Okay, as we can see, there's 48 grams of protein. I'm going to copy this, or again, you can just type it in. You're going to see me actually type it in here, same difference. Okay, the next thing we want to find is our carbs. So total carbohydrates is 73. So we're going to have 73 here. All right, next we have our fat in grams. So we're going to go find our total fat here, 36. This time I'm just going to copy this, and we're going to be sure that we paste it in here so that we don't get that styling. All right, the next one is our cholesterol. All right, it has 170 milligrams of cholesterol. Copy this guy and paste this in. And finally, we have the sodium, something we always want to watch out for. All right, so this is the total sodium that's in here. Okay, and we're going to fill that in. Okay, so we've now done this for the first SKU. The next thing that Jamal is going to do, all right, same, it's still going to be the curry apple pecan, but this time he's going to change from brown rice to mixed greens. So if we go back up here, what we're going to do is select mixed greens instead. All right. And what he's going to do is record the nutritional values of each one for that. All right. And then once he has that filled in, once he has all this information filled in for the mixed greens, he'll change this to our half and half. Okay. And again, record the nutritional facts or the nutrition information in the spreadsheet. And then he'll also do the same thing for the wrap. All right. So he'll record the nutrition information. And then now that he's done all of this for the curry apple grilled chicken, he's going to change this over from grilled chicken to spicy chicken, and he's going to rinse and repeat. All right. So he's going to go back to the brown rice now. And this time he's going to make sure that he has spicy grilled chicken selected. All right. And he's going to record the nutrition information. He's going to rinse and repeat that for each one of the styles until he's done. And then he'll switch over to the tofu again, starting back at the brown rice, going through each one of the styles until he's done. Then he'll go to grilled chicken, rinse and repeat for each one of the styles. And then finally, the half avocados, he's going to rinse and repeat that for each one of the styles, recording the nutrition information. Once he's all done with that, he's going to then go to our tahini cucumber feta. And he's going to start over and do the same thing, starting with our grilled chicken and brown rice, and he's going to go through each one of these. I've already taken the time to go through each one of the titles, and then he's going to record each one of these. All right. So as Jamal is doing this, I'm going to create a simple SQLite database that's going to be on file in our project directory where we'll begin recording this information. All right. And then we'll start working on some visualizations. All right. So that's what Jamal has going on. He's in my apprenticeship program. He's specifically interested in the field of data science. He is in healthcare, so I wanted to at least give him a project that's related to health. And again, guys, this is an actual real project for the Atlanta local. All right. If you let me show you guys how this is going to. All right. Let's say, for example, you guys were interested in your full stack or your front end, back end, etc. I do have a project that I'll show you guys later. Well, we'll be actually working to present this information on our website. All right. So we have some pages like this now on the Atlanta local as far as like joining our membership program. But on our dev site, we've been working on creating a web page that is specifically talking about our nutritional food desert project. All right. And so you guys would get experience if you're a UX designer working on creating UX design, if you are an actual developer, whether you're front end, you'll get experience actually building out the web pages. All right. If you're back end, there's some JavaScript involved as far as like getting this together in Python. This is actually a Flask project, so you'll be able to get hands-on experience either way. All right, and if you happen to be someone who's interested in marketing and getting some marketing experience, all right, this is our social media. And let's go to the Atlanta local, for example. This is our expert biz intelligence social media, and how we actually present this information is going to be a little bit different than just the web pages and things like that. The one I'm especially interested in is if we go to the Atlanta local. This is the Atlanta Locals account. And right now, we have a little bit of information about our nutritional food desert project. But for my marketing apprentice, what you guys will be working on is how do we actually present this information to our users with the goal of driving them back to our website and having them sign up. All right. So this is video 2, guys. And video 3 will go into some full stack information as far as putting together the website that's going to present the nutritional food desert project to our users. All right. Hope this is helpful. If so, make sure you give this a thumbs up. If you are a student or if you are an aspiring or current tech professional and you're looking to get hands-on experience with real-world projects and you want to get involved, just comment below. I'll grab your email and we can enroll you in my apprentice program. All right. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.